Hello and welcome to Nikkor Quarry, and I tell you what, this place is a little hidden gem in Wales. It wasn't somewhere that was on the guidebooks, but having hiked up to the top, this place is absolutely wonderful. As you walk along, we've got all of these trees just growing out of the edge here, and they can really pick one or two out. You can use the edge as a bit of a leading line, and if this was at sunset, which is going to be somewhere over there in about an hour and a half's time, this I think would be fantastic. Even now it's a pretty good shot. Basically we've got this slight curve to the sort of cliff edge here that draws your eye around into the sky, and then you've got the little town down below filling the rest of the frame. If there was some light, this would be brilliant. And I think if I lived locally, this would certainly be a place to come back to. Now I've actually got quite close to these subject trees that I want to get in. We've put the ultra wide on, we're at about 17-18mm, and I think that is working really well. We've just got enough of that coverage to get the town in down below as well, and everything along this cliff top line, which is brilliant. Loving it. We're at F14 because there's quite a lot to get in focus. We've got these two trees staggered, and then I ideally want all of the cliff top in focus, and that should give the rest of the town down below in reasonable or good enough, sharp enough focus for me, to be honest. So F14, 20th of a second, ISO 100. Got the circular polarizer on. It's drawing a little tiny bit of colour out of that sky. Not a lot, but what a brilliant shot. 2 second timer because this tripod's incredibly wobbly. And look at that, slightly overexposed actually. Let's take that one again. 25th of a second. Well, it's even better view, but we're just missing that one key element, the light. It's all behind that bank of clouds, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. It might, but yeah, it doesn't look that promising at the moment. Never mind, I've set up a shot here which is just looking right down the edge, and then you've got the valleys over to the right hand side. Not so much of a leading line on this one, but I do really like the contrast of these dark grey rocks, the green, the moody sky in the top. Just need that light, just need the light. Still pretty good, but without the light it's not the shot, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately the light never materialised at Nikkor Quarry last night, but never mind. That is a fantastic place that I want to go back to. Maybe someday I'll come back to Wales and we'll have some better light in the evenings. But today's a new day, it's my last day here, and I've really lost the energy to hike up a mountain, but what a view. And to be honest, this sort of scene excites me just as much as one from the top of Nikkor Quarry or from the top of a mountain, to be honest. We've just got a small lone tree over there with the sun setting right behind it. In the far distance, we've got the mountains. Lovely little shot. It's one I scouted out a couple of days ago on a short walk from where I'm staying. It's just as fun making a shot like this work as it is hiking to the top of a mountain and getting a shot up there, to be honest. But anyway, let's get this one taken, and then I think we'll move around a little bit because that way we've got a bit more detail in the mountains. I don't want to lose obviously the sunset, so at the moment we're going to shoot this lone tree with the sun setting right behind it with some mountains in the far distance, but if we can get something a bit more over here, I think that'll work really well. So here we are all set up. We've got the 24-200 on, we're at about 130mm, something like that. F16, just got a lot to get in focus, but we're focusing on the tree as our main subject. Sunset in the background, mountains in the background. It's looking fabulous. There's not a lot more to it really. It's just being out in a wonderful place. That's all it is really. It's fantastic. Absolutely love it. It is just so nice being able to just go and scout a location on foot, 20-40 minutes from where I'm staying, and just make a shot out of it. The guidebooks and the websites have all those fantastic locations in, and they're brilliant shots for a reason, but I really do enjoy just making something out of almost nothing. Just, I know this isn't nothing, it's a fantastic view, but just a lone tree in the middle of a field of ferns, sunset, mountains in the background. That's it. So we'll walk around, see if we can get something with that sunset and some sort of focus point, find another lone tree maybe, and try and get those slightly better mountains in the background. See what we can do. There must be something. Look at this place, it's amazing. Now I've come a slight way down the hill, and to be honest, I'm not really sure if this is going to work. If it does, it's going to be a seriously wide pano, because it's taken about 12 shots or something like that to get everything in across this landscape. But essentially what I'm going for is the mountains just in the far back of shot there, and then we're going to swing all the way around, capture this sunset, this tree, which is just there, oops, just there, will be in sort of far right of shot along with the sunset. Let's see, that's part of the joy of photography, isn't it? Just experimenting, take the shots, see what they turn out like. If it's rubbish, you'll never see this bit, but if it's any good, let's put it up now. On one hand, I could be disappointed that there's no lone tree looking over those other closer mountains, but on the other hand, I could just be thankful that I had that one lone tree looking out of a sunset. That's the way to look at it, isn't it? Be thankful that I had that one subject that worked for me, rather than thinking about what could have been. And now it's gone behind a cloud, I'm actually quite glad I didn't bother hiking up to the top of a mountain again. Because I've done that 3 times so far on this trip, and I've got halfway up and the sun's been non-existent and the top's been shrouded in mist, and I've gone, oh, what's the point? It's not going to be a good shot. So yeah, today would have been the day if there was any of the 3, but I think it's even dropping behind the cloud and it's maybe not going to be the wonderful sunset I first thought, which is a shame, but never mind. But once again, I think the setting part of sunset is going to be fairly disappointing, unfortunately. The sun's now dropped behind a big blank of cloud, so I don't think that sky's going to light up nice and orange, which is a shame, because it does mean that for the 3-4 days that I've been here in Wales, we haven't had one good sunset, and no good sunrises either, to be honest, which is disappointing, especially given we're in June, middle of June, but it is what it is, I suppose. You can't do anything about it. It's the day you came and the weather's that, so you've got to work with it, haven't you? Well, I think it's been a fairly short video. Unfortunately, disappointing light at Top Quarry, well, no light to be honest, and then a disappointing sunset today, which hasn't really materialised. So what can you do? It's the weather conditions at the time you're away, and that's what you've got to work with. And if they're not stunning, the shots aren't going to be stunning at the end of the day, but being out there is still fantastic. Best place to be. Had a great time no matter what. I hope you've liked it. If you have, give it a quick like, maybe consider subscribing to some other content. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you soon. So many flies, everywhere.